Jason here with Service Detectives, bringing you another one of our Top Tips series videos. Back in Grandpa Red's day, they used to teach electrical basics in high school, and folks understood the essential operation of their home's electrical system. Unfortunately, these days, people have less of an understanding of what makes their home's electrical system tick. We have a well-established mission to ensure that our Southern Illinois families have all the information they can to make informed and sensible decisions about their service needs. That's why this week we are bringing you our top tips for troubleshooting your own electrical issues when there's a power issue. Tip number 1, where is it? Is your issue that half the house is without power? Maybe part of your home has power and some doesn't. Are your bigger appliances like your stove, water heater, or your heating and cooling system just not working properly? It could be that you've lost a leg of power. There's actually 2 different legs or streams of power that comes into a residential home. Sometimes an issue is minor enough that one of those legs is disrupted, and this can lead to a loss of power on specific circuits, or not having enough power for large appliances to run correctly. So in this instance, it never hurts to call your utility company and make sure that there are no issues on their end. They'll often send out a lineman at no charge to you just to check their side and make sure the proper power is coming into the home. Number 2, are your breakers tripped? Breakers actually have 3 positions: on, tripped, and off. Sometimes, depending on your breaker type, the tripped position can be really tough to distinguish if it hasn't traveled enough to completely turn off. It's always a good idea to identify the breaker that provides power to the circuit your non-functioning outlet or switch is on, and flip it completely off and back on again to fully reset it. Take a look at your panel, especially if you haven't recently made sure that everything is labeled correctly. This is good advice to prepare for an emergency situation where it could prevent a disaster. If your panel hasn't been labeled correctly, call a professional electrician and have them trace your circuits and relabel your panel. Tip number 3, is it a GFCI? Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCI, can be a type of plug-in or breaker that is an extra measure of protection against electrocution. It's often a good assumption that the same room's outlets or lights might be on the same circuit. If a GFCI trips, everything after it will lose power because the circuit is interrupted. If the regular or GFCI breaker isn't the issue, try pushing the little reset button on any GFCI plug-in you know of in the area with no power. You'd be surprised how often this can be a simple fix. There you have it, our top tips for troubleshooting power loss in your home. Remember, if in doubt at all, call a professional, licensed, bonded, and insured electrician and have them inspect your electrical system. I'll be back next week with more of our top tips for you. In the meantime, for all of your electrical, heating, cooling, or generator needs, give our friendly office team a call at 618-993-HELP. That's 618-993-4357, or you can book online at servicedetectives.com. Remember, we care more because your family is our family too.